What's up, you guys? It's Boomoo. We're gonna do a little different subject of content that I usually do, and we're gonna talk about the dating life of an Asian male. Unfortunately, if you look at certain statistics, we are considered the very bottom pole. There's Caucasian, there's Black, there's Middle Eastern, then there's the Boomoo kind, the Asians, I like to say, or us. Howdy, hello, fellow warriors. So in school, my dating life sucked. Like, when I say dating life, it was not existent in middle school. So I'm like, all right, let's go to high school, right? Doesn't help you're surrounded by a full of racist, I would like to say, and a cornfield state. Not great. Now we go to California, right? Doesn't help I was super socially awkward. Wasn't the greatest looking guy. Didn't really know how to carry himself. So you go to college, then the culture is about just banging, not much commitment. Doesn't help that I'm socially awkward still, right? And being in that circle where you're just all about like how they want you to be versus who you want to be. So I was just way too be done graduating. So to go very long story short, my time during school wasn't like the greatest when it comes to dating. But I'll give you some like aha moments as a guy who was very insecure about his looks and wasn't so sure like if I was considered attractive, not what, but like would I even find a wife or a significant person was kind of one of the biggest underlying questions I was always growing up. So during I'll say my sophomore year of college, when I was in community college, I just hung out with this girl. I told her, you know what, you can just come over. I forgot exactly what the reason why she came specifically, but we were just hanging out, just watching shows, and all of a sudden it leads to making out. And she was asking questions like, how many girls have you made out with? And I said, you're my second at 19, all right? My first kiss was 18. My second kiss was 19, so you can tell like how amazing pace I was going when it comes to my dating relationship. And she was like, I'm very surprised about that. You're a decently looking guy. I was like, me? So first of all, my insecurities are just like close to the floor, right? My confidence is not even there. I think it's there, but I just freak people out. I don't know. I was a super awkward and weird kid during that time in my teenage years. And she said my eyes were cute, and which I thought it was a huge shocker because in high school, middle school, everyone just did this, and I had to say some very smart comment that I don't know how to overcome as a 16-year-old kid, like, because you just like never hear that from your parents, never get taught how to rebuttal on those things. So it was one of the biggest insecurities, just like looks wise and waking up, looking at myself in the mirror. And when you have someone who, stranger when it comes to your life, but a very attractive person and someone that you even consider dating, and it gives you that type of compliment, it gives you that type of confidence, it's just like next level. It was one of those big aha moments where like, oh my God, there's some people that actually love the appearance of who I am and who I am as a person. So I really shout out to you, Kay. That's her initials, not actually her name. But I want to shout out to UK because that really, at 19 years old, besides being my second kiss, you really gave me the biggest confidence when it comes to appearance, look-wise, and that there's people out there that are just as cool as you. So when I was 21, that's when you start drinking, you get to meet more people, and there's people like always say, you know what, I've never been with an Asian guy, but because they never approach me. So it always showed like, you know what, it's like, sometimes it's about the confidence, and sometimes it's just going out there, put yourself in a position and just ask, because you just never know. And there'll be some moments where a girl will come up to me and ask what my ethnicity is. And for those who don't know, I'm Korean. And we'll talk about our culture, especially if they're interested in that demographic. And I never knew my culture was going to be like considered a thing for girls or considered a common topic to talk about. So I didn't really much cared about my culture growing up during my middle school and high school days, but it became more relevant as I grew older, that I want to be more touch and base and find the beauties behind it and study more about it and how I can develop my relationship with my culture and my background. So it was really cool when girls knew about it and we talked about it. It just gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling about like, you know, what the things that I learned when I was younger was worth it. And learning from my parents was really one of the valuable things to talk to other people about. Right. So when I was in my early 20s, I was trying to find a girl, because during my teens, my dating life did not exist whatsoever. So if you had something you never had before, you tend to want to gravitate to get it, I would like to say. Just as if you grew up, you had no money, like you want to get that money. It was that kind of a mindset for me. But yeah, a lot of the girls like post grad, they're just like looking for their job, and I was trying to discover myself. So that didn't really work out well, and especially when I was considering very unstable, that's when girls will find out that he doesn't have the money, he doesn't know what he wants. It compounds to multiple things, so it was not really good. When you become more stable and know who you are and know what you want, having a place to stay, have a roof on top of your head, and really carry yourself, it really attracts other people because they can feel it, smell it, and see it, that you're breathing that confidence and that you're different compared to what they know and used to. So when you actually grow to that stage, it's almost like you can say whatever you want and you're not really there to please anyone. You're just really there to enjoy your time and pick for whoever the ones that want to be part of your life and have a piece of your life. So I always tell young guys, like, take care of yourself first. Love yourself first. Define who you are. Find the career that you know that can provide not just only for yourself, but provide the lifestyle that you want. So it attracts other people, and it's not really negotiating that you want them to be part of your life. You're negotiating that it's okay if they want to be part of your life or not, and it's okay, but because you got that. You got that it factor about yourself and who you are as a person. That was one of probably the biggest game changers to me. And yeah, I love my current situation of who I'm talking to and the relationship I have with these other people that I have. Not only that, you also attract the right friends that you want, and the people that you're surrounded with, and the settings and the mentors that you want. When you grow older, when you search and ask, I always said closed mouths don't get fed. It's probably one of the biggest lessons that I learned is to learn to be stable and have a really successful life, and other things will come to you. At first, I just didn't really get it. I was like, let me just get that thing first. Get a girlfriend first, then then chase for my dreams. Let me get that car first, then work on my dreams. Then let me get that girl. It just never worked out that well for me. It's always been like, I gotta be successful in my craft, do well in my job, get well paid, then other things will come. Because if you can't really take care of yourself, can't take care of your craft, then how are you supposed to take a girl out if you can't take care of yourself? How are you supposed to take them on a good date if you can't even take yourself out on a good dinner for yourself, right? There's levels and steps that you gotta go through. And when I was able to do that, become a man for myself, provide for myself, I think that was one of the biggest game changers, more than anything. Confidence-wise, conversation-wise, communication-wise, it just became better. That's one of my greatest advice to you. Don't get hung up what the past, what some racist white or black kid told you, just because they don't have the same face as you, because we all forget about it. And they're probably in a certain position where they're not supposed to be, or you might be in a better position than they are if they're willing to say that to you. Imagine what they're going to say that in their workplace. Second of all, don't worry about the girls that rejected you or no longer part of your life. And say there's a reason why they're not part of your life, and they're probably married, and even if they're married, they're probably not the same good-looking girls that they were back in high school or back in school. Don't worry about that too much. And third of all is that sometimes you gotta ask yourself, who cares, right? Who cares if they marry their college sweetheart? Just you're the truth of who you are and who you currently are becoming. It's just a journey. Everyone has their different journeys. Some people get married at 19, and there's some people who get married, have kids, and divorce. Marriage is not the end goal, done goal, right? Because it's just things getting started. And dating-wise as well, there's so much more to life than just love and calling that a life, having kids and having grandkids and saying you had a great life. There's more to it. There's milestones like buying a house, buying a car, or graduating school, or getting the dream job you want. There's so many things outside of just dating that fulfill you in life. And I want you guys to be fulfilled, not just on your dating life, but also your overallness, health, wealth, mental health as well, not just physical health, growing your wealth and legacy for those who care about that. I don't really much care about legacy or having kids and having my kids being set. I really don't care about that. I really care about, like, in my content that I'm creating or the people that I'm talking, am I impacting them, making their lives better? Because just because they're genetically related to me is not the reason why I should be obligated to do well for myself. I should feel obligated to do well for other people all around, whoever I come across. Your dating life does get better as an Asian guy after school, once you get a good job. There's so much of deeper meaning and aha moments that you get, like the girls that want to know more about your culture, know more about you as a person, and that beautiful setting will happen. Don't expect it to come to you all the time. It's okay to be a little more proactive and ask that to a girl, saying that you want to take them on a date and you want to get to know them better. And it's okay to sometimes just sit back and relax and let things happen, and naturally things happen to you. Yeah, just enjoy the ride, man. Your dating life will get better. Trust me on that. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the ups. You will not appreciate the downs when it happens, but you will appreciate it once you overcome it. So that's my encouragement to you. I know it's been all over the place, but I want to encourage you, not just only take dating serious, but taking everything in life that you do seriously, just because it compounds to it. So yeah, that's my little rant for you guys. For those who are new to me, I'm Boo Moo. Social media and business. If you like that, give it a follow and subscribe. It's free. You can always unfollow and subscribe, But yeah, if you guys find this encouraging, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.